Hello and welcome to my video today. This is a long-term test follow-up video. I did a few videos last year on the Aero flaps. Those are the flaps that are in front of the rear wheels. And the original ones that came from Fisker tended to break over time. Mine ended up breaking about a year into ownership. Some people had them break much sooner. And it's not a huge thing if you don't have the Aero flaps. It just adds a little bit more efficiency to the vehicle. And there are several companies that have provided solutions. And today's video is going to show how they've done over 10 months of use. I have two different ones installed on my car, and a fellow local owner, Kevin, is going to be coming over, and I'm going to look at his Aero flaps and see how they've done over the past 10 months. Then I'm going to go over them and give you my feelings on what I would suggest as the best solution. So let's get started. Here are the three Aero flaps. We have the original, the OEM version right here. We have the Rate Decals right here, and we have errands.net right here. The third is from Protonord and Yurik. I don't have that one here right now. When Kevin comes over, we'll have a closer look. All three of the replacement Aero flaps are 3D printed. Let me give you a closer look. And it's pretty soft. Here is the other one. This one is much firmer, as you can see the thickness of it. And this is the Protonord version. It has a different design than the other ones. The main section of it that attaches to the car is made of a harder material, and the flap part is attached to that mount with a screw. So let's look how the Rate Decals has performed. It is installed on the right side of the car. And here it is. The only issue that I have seen is that the 3M double-sided tape has gotten loose over time. You can see that it gets like dirt on it and it kind of separates. However, the rest of the flap is held in place by multiple bolts. So I would suggest, if you happen to have this one, to pull off the existing double-sided tape and put new tape on. Make sure that the place where it's attached here on the car is clean. Press and hold, and that should last another 6 months to a year. Let me give you a closer look. That's the rear. Let's go around and look at the front of it. It's a little bit dirty right now. But overall, not too bad. There's no indication of the material is breaking down. Let's go to the other side. And here we have the errands.net. And as I showed, it is a different shape than the other two. And the thickness of it, I think, definitely helps in keeping it in good condition. Here's a view around the front. And here's a view around the back. No issues with this. And it is still solidly attached. I've removed the Rate Decals Aero flap, and here's a close look at it. There are no issues with the design failing. It's a modification of the original design, as you can see here. Here is the original. I'll put them next to each other. You can see fairly close. However, the one from the factory does tend to break along the edges here. So this one has not shown any issues after 10 months. It's a little dirty. I just need to clean it up, but otherwise it looks as good as new. I am going to remove the double-sided tape here and put fresh tape on for reuse. Let's go over to Kevin's car and see what the Protonord Yurik Aero flaps look like on his car. And here we have a local owner's car. He has the Aero flaps replaced about 10 months ago. And these are the Aero flaps from Protonord. And as you can see right here, there's a little bit of damage on the inside. And these are designed to be replaced. So you have these installed, you could get replacement parts and then just change this part out, the soft part, and then you're good. Then it would be like new. Let me check out the other side. And here we are on the left side. And as you can see, much more wear on this side. The piece that was cracked on the other side, the entire section is missing here. And this part here is also cracked too. So I do not know if that can be fixed. I think this whole thing needs to be replaced. So it is a bit of a disappointment for the Protonord that this did not last 10 months being used on the car. So I am going to have to take this one out of the running for replacements. So here's a close-up look at the Protonord Aero flaps, and as you can see, this is the one that was on the right side that wasn't too bad here. What you could do is separate this section here, pop this off, and then replace this part. However, this one here, the frame part is pretty much torn off, so it's not usable. This whole thing would need to be replaced. Personally, if I had purchased these and they had gone into this condition within the time period, I would ask for a replacement, since this is not very good. As far as options go, I would probably not pick the Protonord design. It just seems to be the weakest of the three that I looked at. Of all of them, I would say that the Aarons.net is the strongest. I would give that first place. Second place, I will give the Rate Decals that position. And then the Protonord is in third place. So I hope that helps with making a decision on replacing the Aero flaps. This gives you an idea of the longevity of the replacements. This was a good test since it was 9 to 10 months after I installed all three of these sets onto two cars, and gives you a good idea of real world use over time. And I'll have the links for all three of these in the video description. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.